Good morning. When life around you seems unpredictable, it seems like there are new and unexpected pressures on you every day. How does your faith, your relationship with God hold up? Some people seem to be able to sail through the storms calmly, confidently, and stay close to the Lord the whole time. But other people start to doubt and question their faith, and sometimes even get offended with God because they think He's allowing such hard times in their life. Perhaps you're in a dry place in your Christianity at the moment, and if you are, then you need to hear what the Lord has to say to us this morning. Maybe you're doing fine in your faith. Then you need to listen very carefully, because there's one thing that's guaranteed for all of us. The calm and the pleasance and the lack of times don't last. They don't last forever. Jesus warned us that each one of us are going to experience troubles in life. But then he encouraged us and said he's going to help us get through them successfully. Remember, he said that in John 16:33, where he said, I've told you this so that you may have peace in me. Here on earth, you will have many trials and sorrows, but take heart, because I've overcome the world. I want us to look at just two quick verses out of 1 Corinthians chapter 15, the first two verses. It says, Now, brothers, I want to clarify for you this gospel that I proclaim to you. You received it and have taken your stand on it. You also are saved by it if you hold on to the message I proclaimed to you, unless you believed for no purpose. It gives us three handles to hold, three things that we need to do to make sure that our faith is firm and strong. Firstly, it says we need to receive the word. What's that mean? Well, have you accepted that God's word is the right, the best, and the only way to live your life? Think about the COVID-19 vaccine people are discussing with such passion these days. For that inoculation to help us, doesn't matter what your opinion is about the vaccination. It only matters whether you've received the jab or not. Have you received God's word as the only solution to your problems? For our faith to work, it means that we need to accept that God's way is the best path, and then just do what the word says. Secondly, these verses tell us we need to take our stand on God's word, or stand in the word, some of the versions say. Makes me think of a swimming pool or the sea, and there's someone in the water calling out to us saying, "Oh, the water's lovely." I'll never experience that enjoyment of that water until I step into it myself. We won't benefit from second-hand faith. What do I mean? It doesn't help us watching others experience God's strength and help and healing and inspiration. Second-hand faith is actually worthless. We need to take the plunge ourselves and apply the word in our lives for it to work. Thirdly, this verse says we need to hold tightly onto the message we've received. I thought back many years ago when I did a hike in the Drakensberg with some friends. We got to climb the chain ladder at the amphitheater. It's a ladder made of chains, obviously, that's bolted onto a steep, quite slippery, rocky climb. And climbers use it to get up and down that difficult section of the hike. My goodness, I held onto those chains so tightly, like my life depended on it, because actually my life did depend on it. Do we hold on to God's word and obey it completely in every circumstance, like our life depends on it? Or is our grip so loose that the smallest wind of criticism or difficulty dislodges us? Let's choose to be faithful to God's word all the time, in every challenge. And just do it, whether it makes sense or not, whether it's easy or not, because sometimes, if we're honest, it's just plain hard to do God's word. But if we do it, our faith will stand. Be strong today in that, and have a good one. Cheers.